Isang magandang araw sa ating lahat mga kabayan. Welcome and welcome back sa ating channel, The Opinionated Kabayan. Kamusta kayo? Sana ay nasa mabuti kayong kalagayan. Another day, another video opinion na naman tayo. Sa mga hindi pa nakasubscribe sa ating channel, ay mag-subscribe na kayo para lagi kayong updated sa ating mga video opinions here. For today's video mga kabayan, ating bigyan ng opinyon ang naging Senate hearing kahapon dated October 23, 2024, kung saan finally ay humarap na si Quiboloy at ang kanyang mga co-accused na sina Crescente Canada, Ingrid Canada, Jacqueline Roy, Pauline Canada, and Sylvia Simañez. And of course, ito ay pinangunahan ni Senator Risa Hontiveros. But before that, let's watch kung paano dumating si Quiboloy sa loob ng session hall ng Senado. It just doesn't make sense to me bakit kailangan siyang i-escort ng isang babae papasok sa loob. Anyways, kilalanin natin ang mga naging witnesses against Quiboloy sa Senate hearing na ito. Some of them have already presented themselves in the previous Senate hearings, like Alyas Sofia, whose real name is Yulia Voronina. She's a former pastoral. Dindo Makiling, former worker in Canada. And Alyas Jerome, whose real name is Joe R. Olimba. As you can see, hindi na sila gumamit ng mga alias this time, and hindi na din nakatakip ang kanilang mga mukha. It's maybe because of the bashings from kojc members, discrediting them as false witnesses dahil sa mga alias na ginamit nila before. It's worth noting also sino-sino ba ang mga senador who joined Senator Risa on this Senate hearing. Nandiyan si Senator Coco Pimentel and Senator Francis Tolentino on site, and Senator Cynthia Villar online. Hindi ba there are 11 senators sa committee ni Senator Risa pero 4 lang sila na nandyan? I think we all know the answers bakit hindi umattend yung iba. Tapos si Senator Francis nung nagbigay ng kanyang speech ay para siyang biased at paulit-ulit na binanggit ang respeto sa mga resource persons. First and foremost, sino ba ang hindi rumespeto sa Senado? Sino ba yung nagsabi na bogus at circus daw ang Senate hearing? Tinalakay ko na yan sa mga previous videos natin dito, and they are linked in the description below, so feel free to watch them to find out sino ang hindi rumespeto sa Senado. Let's hear his speech.
Maliwanag po sa Rules of Court, ang Bill of Rights, at iba pa. Ngunit nais ko pong ipabatid na ang karapatang mag-cross-examine ng mga testigo, isang mahalagang bahagi ng mga pagdinig ng korte, ay hindi saklaw ng investigasyong ito. Nais ko pong hilingin sa lahat na during these proceedings, we show utmost respect and consideration to all persons here present, whether accuser or accused. Ang Senado po should remain as a bastion of dignity. Hindi po tayo narito para magtapon ng kung ano-anong dumi sa bawat isa, kung hindi para ipakita na ang paggawa ng batas ay ating pinapahalagahan at pinapahalagahan din natin ang karapatan ng mga naririto. Let me ask the committee and all my colleagues here, whether present physically or virtually, to assure all of those listening that under our rules, all resource persons will be treated with respect and afforded fair treatment. And that this institution, as I've said, will always pride itself in upholding the principles of fairness and transparency. However, if there are legal matters against you, it must be addressed in the proper judicial forum, not here. In summary, while we have the authority to compel testimony in aid of legislation, any allegations or charges will have to be resolved in the court of law. Let us always be reminded that we have a constitution. We have a living constitution, and that the constitution should stand as our unwavering shield, protecting the rights of all, whether accused or accuser, in ensuring that justice is served without discrimination and with fairness and equality. Again, Madam Chair, it is crucial that we uphold the integrity of our legislative process by respecting all resource persons present and upholding due process and fairness. Our commitment must be to engage in a meaningful dialogue while adhering to the principles of justice and respect for individual rights. Our role is to seek the truth to seek the truth. Mapagandahan ho natin yung batas, marami nakikinig ngayon, and not to pass judgment.
Tapos, diniscuss pa yung about sa extradition ng Amerika kay Quiboloy na pwede naman sanang i-discuss later on or sa mga susunod na senator hearings kung meron man. Tapos, parang ang concern pa niya ay kung ito ba ay makakaapekto sa mga pending cases ni Quiboloy dito sa Pinas.
And perhaps you might want to educate this committee, which would have primacy just in case an extradition request is sent to the DFA. What would happen to the pending cases lodged before the Regional Trial Court of Pasig, pursuant to PD 1069?
Thank you very much,
Secretary Manalo.
If I could first give a very general answer, and then, of course, on any specifics that might arise in the event that we receive a formal extradition request. Just to say, if we do receive a formal request, we will, the DFA will, of course, study it and see if it is consistent with the agreed procedure pertaining to extradition. And here is where PD 1069 would also come in. So we would have to study that. And then, after, if we are satisfied with the request, we will, of course, refer it to the Department of Justice for relevant action. So in other words, we will still have to study any extradition request if received. Perhaps later, it's quite a detailed approach, pero yun ang general approach if we do receive such a request. Thank you.
Buti na lang later on ay nag-out na din si Senator Francis dahil he has to attend liga ng mga barangay daw.
Magpapaalam po kasi ako kasi magsasalita po ako sa Liga ng mga Barangay, and the minority leader is already here to fill up some legal questions.
And now, sino-sino nga ba yung mga bagong witnesses against Quiboloy? Sila ay sina Teresita Valdewesa, Jocelyn Mondahar, Edward Masayon, at si Alyas Marie. On this part of this video, I would like to highlight the detailed testimony of the Ukrainian Yulia, or Alyas Sofia. Dati siyang pastoral ni Quiboloy at lagi yan siyang nasa front ng mga singers ni Quiboloy kasi nga maganda ito. Meron pa yang mga kingdom songs na kumakanta siya ng Tagalog kahit na hindi naman ito ang language niya. I will put the link in the description below if I could find her video singing Tagalog kingdom songs. Grabe ang testimony niya mga kabayan. Panoorin natin.
How many Ukrainian pastorals did Quiboloy have when you were there?
About 10, I think.
10. All right, including yourself. So 10. You and about nine
Yeah,
others.
About 10. Yeah, not if I will count. Yeah, it's about 10.
About 10. All right. And what do you think would happen if you refuse to have sex with Apollo Quiboloy? What do you think would happen?
Actually, we try to avoid this kind of service, but because when you believe that he is the Son of God, and you will do whatever he wants us to do, and if you afraid, like if you will try to deny, they will punish you. And there is a lot of really psychological instrument that they will use on you, that even one day will not be enough to mention everything. They will punish and scold us for a meeting and put us in shame, that saying that we are ungrateful because pastor give us everything, and you just don't want to sacrifice your body like Jesus Christ sacrificed. And of course, they always will use the Bible as an instrument to convince us to do it. And they always, in the same time, they want us to twist our mind to feel that this kind of service, it's a very big privilege. So we will be willing to do it with our will. So he will say that because nobody can deny that there is a pastoral ministry, even Mr. Quiboloy himself, and everybody knows that only girls and young and beautiful women are included there, and everybody knows, nobody can deny, even the full-time workers, that we all live separate from any others under the same roof. Our rooms are next to him, so he have free access to every room, to each room, and nobody can nobody know his life behind the door. That's why no, there's no full-time workers that know what is happening there. So when you try to, like for example, there was several times that I tried to deny this ministry of sleeping with him, because we have a schedule, like, and he will be the one to put the schedule. Who will be the one tonight? And Jack Roy, in my time, it was her ministry to invite girls to pastor's room. And actually to invite the girls to this ministry, to pull them in his room. And
Miss Julia, you told us something very important. You said that nobody can deny that there was such a thing as a pastoral ministry. You told us that twice. And you said that if you refused to give those kinds of service, that sexual service, as you tried to do several times, that you would be punished, including
yeah,
through psychological instruments. Yes, you
yeah,
said that they
yeah.
they could try to twist your mind. What kind of psychological punishments and what other kinds of punishments did they impose on you if you tried to deny this kind of sexual service?
Like as I said, there was a schedule, and there was one time I tried to deny because one day he said that I will change my rule, so I will not be the one to call you. Who will be the one tonight to present yourself to me? But I want you to be voluntarily to come to the Jack and to put yourself in the list. And me and some other Ukrainian girls whom I know, we like said we never go and put our names in the schedule. And then because he said, Mr. Quiboloy said that I want to see those who are really doing that willingly and who is not. And me and some other girls have a separate room in pastoral ministry. And after he wait 1 week, 2 weeks, or about 1 month, I don't remember exactly, but there is such a time that nobody from us asked to do this ministry. And then he started to come by himself. Like, for example, he had the key of each room, and just in the middle of the night, he come to my room and have sex with me. Then, and you cannot run away. You cannot say I don't want, because if you say I don't want, he said you didn't overcome your flesh, and if you will not obey, you will go to hell, like things like that. And other night, we have all dinner together, and I feel that by the way he look at me, I understand that this night he might come. So I didn't sleep in my room. I go in other room, and in the middle of the night he was looking for me, and he find me in girls in the room the girls live all together. So because in my mind I thought that he will not come if we are many, but he come and he said, you have 5 minutes to come back in your room, and if you will not come, you will have a problem in the morning. So different kind of instrument they used. I know there is, like, for example, other girls who said that, and also me, I use this as an instrument. Like, for example, it's the time to serve, and I will say I cannot do it because I have menstruation. And because we are mature, they didn't do these cruel things that they have done to the girls that they're younger. So Jack came to the girls and said, I want to check your panty, if there is napkin or not. And the girls just remove their pants to prove that they're not lying. So of course he know that we are not willing to do it, and we are forcing that to do it, and we don't want to do it. But
Yes.
he likes the most girls he like, it's those who try to deny, because he said, I want you to overcome your flesh. I want you to be on the next spiritual level when flesh are nothing to you. Like, for example,
And after all, you said that pastor had free access to the rooms. He even had keys to the rooms. So about the schedule that you mentioned, Miss Julia, do you mean Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday? It was a young girl or a young and beautiful woman. No rest day. Every day there was somebody scheduled.
Yeah, there's for every night he never stay alone. And all the girls that were living in a pastoral area, they like they have this kind of ministry. Someone have just several times to experience that, and some have to do it like all the time, like almost every week.
And you also mentioned another important thing earlier, Miss Julia, that nobody, even some of the full-time workers, nobody knows pastor's life behind those doors, behind the doors of the pastorals. You also mentioned Jacqueline Roy as your groomer. How did she groom you?
At first, it's a long story because in order to do it, it's not a very quick way. So I will try to make it short.
Yes,
Like
please.
when I was in transferred to a pastoral area and I started to live with Atejak, I was very new. I even didn't know English, any word of English, and he was very in hurry to pull me in pastoral to pastoral ministry. And there was one time Atejak, it was night, and she called me and she said like he wants to talk to you. And I came to his room and. He have Russian Bible. He opened Russian Bible and because he cannot talk to me in English. And he said, I want you to read this verse in Russian. So I opened this Bible and there was a verse, I don't know how to say it in English, translate in English. It's about, there's a scripture about to sacrifice your body.
Mm.
And he was trying to ask me, are you ready to sacrifice like your body? And he put his finger on the bed because we were sitting on the chair before the bed. And he showing to the bed and he started to pull me. And then I was, because I was very new and everything that I know about him was good. And I get scared, I get shocked because like in my mind, this is really what he mean? By pulling me to the bed, and I ran away from the room. And there's a garage in front of Bible school. But in that time, there was Sampayan, a big place with a lot of stuff. And I ran away because where I can go? I'm in other country. Where I will go? So I ran away and I hide myself there, and I was just crying because I was thinking how to go home. I get a problem, and who can help me to go out of this? And then when it's already morning, of course I have to appear where I cannot stay there forever. And when I come back to the room, the Jack was very mad to me, and they said that you run away from him, you don't have any respect to the Son of God, and they like start to let me feel that I'm guilty. And then I guess they realized that it's too early for me. I'm not ready yet. I'm not still not brainwashed that I can do it. So they explained that. They called me again and they said, "You don't worry. This is you because they saw my reaction. They know that they cannot do it. I will just go away." And they said, "You don't worry. You misunderstood. Help me this word.
Misunderstood?
You misunderstood.
Oh.
He just want to trust try your faith to know if your motive of coming here are really real. And they again use the verse of the Bible when Abraham sacrificed his son, and he said it was just like what he used to you, and this example.
Miss Julia.
It comforted me, and I said, "Oh, okay," because and then I again start to think good about him. Then the next level, we have a dinner, like few maybe weeks again. The next level, we have a dinner, and I have trauma in my back, and I was just talking like I have pain in my back, and Mr. Quiboloy, he put a joke, as I thought in the time. He said, "Don't worry, I have a healing hand. I will do massage for you, and you will be healed." And I was just laugh, we all laugh because we thought it's a joke. But when the night came, in the middle of the night, a Jack came with pastor to my room, and I was just sleeping. And he said, you said you have back pain? He want to massage you." And I said, no, I'm okay. I was just joking. He said, don't worry, just trust, because it's a big privilege if he will pray on you. And I said, okay. And I just lay down. She turned off the light, and she go out from the room. And then Mr. Quiboloy came, and he started to massage my back. And of course, I didn't feel comfortable, but I also cannot escape. And after that, he started to move his hands lower to my back. And again, I get scared. I said, no, I don't have pain there. Please don't do it. And he said, just relax, like things like that. And again, I ran away from the room. Again, I hide. Then the next morning, they spoke me again. Like, he wanted to pray on you. He wanted to heal you, and you just go away. So little by little, really, I cannot mention all, but I want you to get the point.
Miss Julia,
That, there is a lot of trick that they were using.
Ms. Julia and colleagues, the minority leader has to leave. Salamat kaayo, Senator Coco, for attending. Ms. Julia, before my last follow-up question to you at this point, I just like to quickly ask Ms. Jacqueline Roy. Ms. Roy, quickly lang po at this point, narinig nyo yung mga sinabi ni Ms. Julia. Do you confirm what she said? Inaamin nyo ba yung mga sinasabi niya na kayo daw ang nag-groom sa kanya para kay Pastor?
Good afternoon po, Senator. I want to invoke my right to remain silent, and I'm also invoking my right against self-incrimination since nasa korte na po ito. Salamat po.
Alright, babalikan na lang po namin kayo para sa ilan pang mga tanong mamaya. Ms. Julia, just for a last question from me at this point. Ms. Julia, you sent us a copy of an audio file that came into your possession. Now, noting that the Philippines Republic Act number 9208 as amended grants immunity from liability to a victim of human trafficking who transmits a recording involving a violation of that law, and noting further that this audio file had been also circulating already on the internet, the committee will play this audio file now. So please stay with us, Ms. Julia, while we play the audio file.
I was about
ang makagamit sa inyo ang anak lang. Walay lain, walay kabubuto niya. Ikaw, pani, may number 1 niya. Pag gilapas ni mo, imong gilapastangan ang balaod. At yun kang ulay ko kaluoy. Pinagi sa duha ko tulo ka saksi. Nabingwit na satanas doy. Gapakita sila sa inyo sa internet, malipayon sila, no? Ganong gapakita pa man sila diyan, malipayon sila. Kay di sila malipayon. Kato sila, gukuro na ko to. Abilag, tapos sa ila. Pabayaron ko sila tanan. Kay naiutang sila sa ministry nako, naiutang sila sa kingdom. Mubayad ko sila madali, matubay. It will take 5 years, it will take 10 years. It does not matter. Basta nakatutok sa ilang engine of death. When the opportunity presents itself, patay sila. Kila nakapastoral na naigo nga tapad sa kuha. Kaya pa ninyo. Di man niya ko mapasakitan, membro-membro lang. Pagka nakik-contact ng lalaki diha, nakik-sex ka na sa iya. Yatag mo na yung kaugalingon sa iya. Pag sa internet, I love you ka na, yatag mo na yung kaugalingon sa iya. Dato ko, nagsalik ko sa imo, yatag na akong gugman ako sa imo, gitraidor ko nimo. Driver, gitraidor ko nimo. Kung sa'yo akong buhaton. Dato ko, para mabawi akong tungo kung sa'yo akong buhaton. Ikaw, ugang driver, patyon ta ka. Siguraduhin na ako mamatay mo doon. Dito pa ako makabawi sa akong tungo. Mabitaw ang Muslim, doon ay honor killing. Dili nung katalikod ang ministry. Hindi mo mga matay. Pero yung pagtuo, pwede mo matalikod. Ginana kay gusto ninyo matalikod. Sulod daw mong NPA, be. Bisang kadre ka lang, sulod ka NPA. Pagka naka-lecture na ka, kapila sa ilaha, di ka nakagawas. Pag nigawas ka, bukulong ka, patsyon ka. Sulod mong mafia, sulod mong gobyerno sa Amerika. Pag ipasulod ka diya sa ilang CIA, ipasulod ka sa ilang FBI, ipasulod ka sa ilang NSA, nakabalo na ka sa ubang mga confidential niya. Tapos kalit-kalit mo talikod ka, di ka kukurot. Inani ang commitment na ako sa inyo. Wala na'y makatalikod sa inyo. Wala na'y makatalikod sa inyo. Wala na'y pwede mo traidor sa inyo. Pag nag-traidor mo, na'y magukod sa inyo. Patay mo dito. Kapahamakan ang inyong diyantuan. I-implement ko na ito. Anong unang-unahan ninyo na ba? Pakalaluman ninyo ang pangunang-unahan ninyo sa ministry na ako. May pamilya mo. Ikaw pa rin, may inahan ka din, may suul ka. Katuwing suul ni mo. Pag tinay mo yung sa gawas, kung doon natanan, wala ibili na na. Hindi na kalalo ang commitment nato dire. Pero nag-communicate mong lalaki, pagkatapos mag-report mo sa kuwa dire. Sampang niya mo sa akong balay, ang gusto na ako dire, may yung tumanon. Hindi mo pwedeng mutuman dire sa gusto ninyo, at hindi na ako gusto. Kapuyon kung mag-yun ang animal, anak putang satanas dire ba? May ibog ko ng mga moros, ng mga Muslim. Na yung mga babae sila magpa-prostitute sa ilang mga warriors. Kasi para mawala ang stress. Hindi na ako ang iyong weakness sa lalaki. Ilabay ninyo na kaya di na nakabubutol sa mahan. Kaya gihin mo na mong pastoral para sa anak lang mo.
Miss Yulia, before my questions to you about this audio file, Mr. Quiboloy, huwag kayong mag-alala. Magkakaroon din kayo ng oportunidad na magresponde. Didigin lang natin mga kasama lahat ng mga victim survivors testimonies muna. At bahagi din po ito ng karapatan nyo marinig yung mga akusasyon laban sa inyo bago kayo magresponde. Yulia, is this the file? Is this the audio file that came into your possession?
Yes.
Yes. Do you recognize the voice speaking in the audio file?
Yes.
Whose voice is that?
This is the voice of Mr. Quiboloy.
Okay. And well, I know that you don't understand Bisaya so well, but do you have a sense of what he was saying in this audio file?
Yeah, because I experienced like the girl that he is talking about.
Mm-hmm. Only if you know, is Pane Stephanie
Yeah.
Ibarra?
Yeah.
Yes.
This is
Who is Stephanie Ibarra?
Stephanie Ibarra. It's main senior in the kingdom, and she's main assistant of Mr. Quiboloy, like the one who like always guide him everywhere. Like, and he she also have access to his room the same as Mr. Quiboloy have access to her room. So
Okay. Was she also your groomer? Was she also your groomer, like you said
no.
Jacqueline Roy was? No.
No, she was not my groomer. No.
All right.
And why I know you asked me, can you repeat the question, please? How I get idea what he's talking about in
Yes.
this audio, even though I don't understand English, because I
Mm.
experience a lot of things in the ministry. And for example, the girls have some lapses there. For the world, it's a normal thing. Like, for example, they want to chat some boys or something. Like, it's not a crime. But according to the standard of and rule that were in the pastoral, it's a big crime that he will punish them. And I witnessed how Stephanie was several times, only in my time, she was trying to leave the ministry. And
Stephanie Ibarra or Pane was trying to leave the ministry.
Yeah, she was
All
trying to leave the ministry, and every time she try, they very in brutal way, in very arrogant way, they will put her back to be always loyal to Mr. Quiboloy as his
How
like
brutal and
spiritual
arrogant
self.
way?
Like, for example, there was one time she wanted to run away from the house of Manila. We stayed there before we have a concert there, and we stay in worker's house.
Mhm.
And she wanted to run away. She jumped from the window together with her
Wow.
luggage. And
How
when
high
they
was
found
the
out,
window?
I don't know really.
But she jumped from a window to
Yeah,
escape.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. She was trying to go out because she know that in her position in the kingdom, she cannot say that. Can you release me? I don't. I'm full. I'm fed up. I want to go out. She know it's not possible.
Mhm.
And
Why wasn't it possible?
because like as I said, she is like his trophy, and he said like even to us, like if she will leave, how I will handle the other girls, because she is like she used her as example that must be loyal, that must be single, and he said that if I will let you to do it, it will be like like it will bad reputation on me, because
Why was she Quiboloy's trophy?
because this is her position in the kingdom. Because when you are in the pastoral ministry, the main goal is to become a leader, because most of the leaders in the kingdom are women. And he always said that all these girls must be a leader and must be single, because we sacrifice our life through the body of Quiboloy. And he didn't want to lose anyone, especially Stephanie, because
So especially Stephanie.
because after they left, of course they have a lot, they cannot control them anymore, and they know that anytime they can say what happened them, what they have experienced inside, because while you are inside and you know all these things that going on there, like they
If
they're
Stephanie
afraid
or
that you,
Pane
as long
Ibarra
as you
was
will go
able to
out, you will
escape, if she
she
was
was not.
able to escape, if Quiboloy could not control Stephanie or Pane Ibarra anymore, what would happen? Miss Julia? Yes.
I don't know, because uh, to me and to us, it's nothing will happen. She will just live her own life, good or bad. It's depend on our choice, on the way how
Yes.
we work on life. Because he always put the fear on us that if you will go out, you will become a prostitute. All the men will use you, and here only I using you, and you have this privilege. And he said, I will honor you, and in the world you will be dishonored, you will be lost, like to the you will be homeless. And this is what they are talking actually about us. Like for example, me, I came with a sincere heart to this ministry, and I didn't have any bad record inside the kingdom, except that I fight with Mr. Quiboloy about this pastoral ministry, because for me it was hard to adjust to this rule, because most of the girls in the pastoral, they came from a broken family or came from very young age. They don't have example in life. They don't have a father, and especially when you are young and don't have experience in life, you can plant them the thinking that this is life is normal, it's good. And when you don't have experience about other life in the world, you will really be afraid to go out.
Miss
And you-
Julia?
yeah.
Yes. No, I know that you want to say something to Pastor directly. Here in the Senate, in the Philippines, we don't allow resource persons to talk to each other directly. You may only address the chair. So if you want to say something directly to Quiboloy, please address it through me. For the record, please say, Madam Chair, this is what I want to say to Quiboloy, so that we can hear you and we can put your message to him on record. So please
Okay.
proceed.
Madam Chair, this is what I want to say to Mr. Quiboloy. When I came to the Philippines, I trust my life to you. You promised that you will put honor, dignity on us, and we trust that this is what will happen. And all of this time in this ministry, I was very honest to you. And if there was something that I understand, I always come to you and ask why. Explain me. So from the very beginning to the end, I don't have any bad records. I didn't show myself as a girl, cheap girl, and I always try to be on that level that you try to put on us. But because of this pastoral ministry, for how many years you know that I was trying to learn this way. But I always argue with you, because I have a good example in my life. I have a family, there is a wife, there is a husband. I came 24 years old, I'm mature, and it was very hard to broke my the way my view about what is the life, normal life, happiness must be. And I really try to broke myself to follow your rules in the kingdom. But you lead us in a very bad experience. For all these years, of course, I have a good experience and bad, and when everything is mixed up, it's very hard to analyze. When when you are on your emotional are like they will put you very high, they will put you very low, and you're always on this wave. It's very hard to analyze the way you your true feelings, and they will think that the way you feel bad about this ministry, that this is immoral, but he tried to convince that this is the very high level. They made us doubt about our feelings, and I was there with the honest heart. And even before, like when what pulled me back from this ministry, because from this 6 years, as I said, I have a good and bad experience. And to the year of 2019, the bad experience was already more than a good, and I decided to leave. I made a letter through Grid to pastor that I'm very thankful for all the experience that I have in the kingdom, because there is a lot of things that I love, like singing, worshiping, like a young congregation. I like to serve God, but I'm going out because I have doubt about pastoral ministry. I cannot tolerate it anymore, and I don't feel that I can do it. And this was the time of COVID, and I was in Ukraine that time, serving here. And because it was COVID, I went from the KLC workers' house. I went to my parents' house, and I stayed there for how many months? Because we didn't know. And this is again my thinking renew. Again, I see my family. I see, and I start to. There is no one who will influence me again. And I came to life. But even though the bad experience that I have, I still go with a thankful heart. And what they do to me, because I still watching, even though I go out, I still watching the TWP program. And in his TWP program, I didn't do anything bad. He said about me that if you will work as a prostitute the whole your life out of the kingdom, you cannot replace all these material things that I invest in you here. You compare me as a prostitute, and I'm here living like ordinary life. I have to, when I go out of the kingdom, I was almost 30 years old. Because of the kingdom, I was not able to finish my study. I was not able to build my own family. I was not able to have my career, so I can have something of my own. When you invest all your time, all your efforts, everything into the kingdom, and when you go out, you have nothing. And then in everything you do there, you do with a sincere heart. We never ask for payment. We never ask for salary. We go out from the empty hands, and still you are saying that we own you. Maybe this is you who own us, and you broke our reputation even. And he started to say very bad things about me to destroy my reputation, because he know that if I will go out in the way, in case if I will say what is happening there, my reputation will be destroyed and nobody will believe. This is what he always destructive that he do.
Yes.
And the last
Thank you
that I
very
want to
much,
say,
Ms. Yulia.
1 minute, please, because
Yes.
I always argue about pastoral ministry, as I said, and especially when the minors came, because I cannot tolerate, and they know this. And I start to fight for these kids because they hide it from us. And it's a very long story. Maybe I will have an opportunity to tell everything. But
yes, you can also
Mr.
submit
Quiboloy
it to us in writing.
Mr. Quiboloy told me, Yulia, don't come near to my relationship with God, because this pastoral ministry, this is my ministry, and I know what I'm doing. If I will have a problem with this, I will be the one to solve it. But when problem to appear, he never face it, because he wants the other. He used people who even are not pastoral and don't know about his life. They don't know what he eat, what his arrangement in the. They don't know anything. And we, how many years we stay under one roof? We all.
Thank you
And
very
he
much, Miss Julia.
uses not. He's until now. He's not solving this problem that he created. He wants the all kingdom nation to protect him. He want even this victim to make them as accomplishment protect him. But
Thank you very much, Miss
what
Julia,
I want
for
to
actually
face your
helping us.
problem.
Yes, you're helping us to find out what the problems actually were and see if through our laws we can prevent them ever happening again. So thank you very much.
As we can see, madami pa sanang gustong sabihin dito si Julia, but Senator Risa needs to cut her dahil naging limited yung time nila for the session dahil sa bagyo. Makikita din natin yung emotions ni Julia, how it devastated her sa mga ginawa sa kanya ni Quiboloy. Kasi sobra talaga yung naranasan niya. Alam niyo bang paglabas ni Julia sa Kingdom ay naglabas ng memo ang kojc, saying that she is a blasphemer. Grabe, ginamit na ang katawan mo ilang beses, tapos blasphemer ka pa. Panoorin natin yan sa isa sa mga video ni Miss Arlene Stone.
Ito yung memo na pinadala sa amin. At that point, we don't know each other yet, no? So, executive memorandum, ito yung sa blasphemer. I belong sa blasphemer class A2. So, ito yung sabi, babasahin ko for you guys, no? Ang sabi dito, all full-time miracle workers. So, ito, sinirculate nila sa mga simbahan nila, sa mga KLC nila throughout the world. So, August, undated, no, August 8, 2021. Sabi, this is to inform the whole kingdom nation of the following dissidents classified as category A, who have committed blasphemy against the appointed son and king. Oh, imagine, appointed son and king. Grabe ang title, ah. Offenses against the spiritual laws of the kingdom and against the spirit of the Almighty Father through His appointed Son. O, meron pa silang Galatians 5:19 to 21, Titus 3:10 to 11, John 3:16. Oh my God, ginamit pa yung word of God para sa kagaguhan ni Quiboloy. Tapos meron pa mga miscellaneous offenses daw kami include disobedience, jealousy, backsliding, envy, dishonesty on financial matters, rebellion, discontentment, immorality, lying, pretenders, pride, refuse, corrections, discipline, taking advantage of the kingdom goodness, treasury, traitors, undermining kingdom security for love of money. O, ito daw yung mga kasalanan namin. O, mga disobedience daw kami kasi gusto nila na you have to surrender yourself and obey no matter what. Kahit pa yung tae ni Quiboloy ipakain sa amin, kailangan kainin namin kasi galing yan tae yan ng king, ng appointed son, ng disappointment son. O imagine, ayaw na lang talaga niya na gamitin yung mga utak namin. So yan daw yung dahilan, no, sa mga kasalanan namin. Jealousy, backsliding. Crime na yon, backsliding. Envy, ano bang dapat kaingitan doon? Yung kanilang mga buhay na nagmamalimos. Mga buhay nila na nang i-scam ng mga tao. Yan ba ang dapat kaingitan? Dishonesty. Dishonesty kasi pag sabihin mo ang totoo na mga nangyayari, dishonesty kasi yung honesty sa kanila, itago mo yung totoo. Oh my goodness. So yan yung nila. Tapos pagka nag-step up ka, nag-speak out ka, speak up, rebellion ka na. Tapos pag ayaw mo sa mga utos nila, discontentment ka na. Grabe. So ano pa dito? The whole kingdom nation, including kingdom miracle workers and full-time miracle workers, are strictly prohibited from communicating with these blasphemers. Do not communicate, block, unfriend them on Facebook and other social media accounts. Record communication, calls, texts, and chats from this category A dissidents. O bakit nila? Ngayon, ang tanong dito, bakit kailangan na i-block kami? O i-unfriend kami? O hindi kami i-communicate? Bakit? Kasi may mga jablo kami? Or baka malaman nila ang totoong stories ng side namin? Diba? Kasi ang gusto ni Pacquiao, yung side lang niya ang naririnig, ang pakikinggan. At huwag makinig sa side ng iba. Kasi, pag nakinig kayo sa both side, ma-open yung inyong mga mata.
Hindi ba itong KOJC memo na ito ay isang matibay na patunay and confirmation ng testimony ni Yulia? Hindi ba isang form of bitterness ang ganitong memo? Dahil lang sumuway siya na makipagtalik kay Quiboloy, ay blasphemer na siya? Grabe talaga? Kayo mga kabayan, anong masasabi niyo about this? Comment down below your opinions and reactions. Basta ako, saludo ako kay Senator Risa for standing with the victims. Ganyan dapat ang isang lingkod ng bayan at lingkod ng batas. Kaya sa darating na eleksyon mga kabayan, alam na natin kung sino yung mga mambabatas na dapat nating ihalal dahil eye-opener para sa ating lahat ang mga current events na ito. Thank you for watching mga kabayan and see you on our next video.